Action.
Welcome to the new season of Basketball Heads. I am your host, Glenn Pooh Harding, and we're back, better than ever.
A former Brooklyn High School basketball star is recording New York City's rich basketball history through his podcast. News 12 sports director Pat O'Keefe has the story.
Do you remember the first game under the whistle?
No, who really got me under the whistle? You remember Joel Asher from August Martin?
Yes,
Coastal Girls?
yes.
Somebody just said him and Boo Hall had similar games, so I want to say something about that. You know, me and Boo Hall was like this. We were freaking frack. Like, we used to say we was cousins. We used to right. With the pick in our hair, like, we were like this.
Talent, too. I had Rod Strickland when I played with the Gauchos. My man Rod, Boo Harvey. We had a lot of guys, man. Darryl Reed, I played with a lot of guys, man, on that Gaucho team. I was the youngest.
And playing in New York City made me who I am today. Without it, I don't know if I would have made it.
Okay.
In Left Rack City, Lost Battalion Hall, and that's, you know, I used to watch Kenny get trained over there.
Because he was like, yo, y'all done pissed this dude up. That's when I was into my Bruce Lee stuff, man. I swore I was Bruce Lee, bro. I'm Bruce Lee. So I used to get with the wall. I thought I was Bruce Lee, bro.
Coach Bobby Cremins, he came, when he picked me up, like he picked me up in a private jet. And I was like,
Facts.
What's going on? Like,
Nobody was doing PJs.
Like,
he brought the PJs to the PJs.
Yo.
Yeah, I played my first 6 years in Spain. Y si yo hablo español también, si yo puedo hablar con vosotros en español, si quieres, no hay problema.
Talk that talk.
Let's take
Pearl introduced me to the Gauchos. Pearl told me one day, he said, hey, man, I want to introduce you to my boy Lou Dalmeda.
We played boys and girls at Boys and Girls my junior year. I was starting now as a junior. Pearl had 45 in a high school game, 32-minute high school game with no three-pointers.
Get to know Lenny Cook the person. Don't worry about what you've been seeing online and what you've been reading about. Get to know the brother, man, because it's way more than what you see and what you heard, right?
It's kind of funny on it a little bit because my advice always, when those offers were going out like that and somebody would say, oh, so-and-so offered me, I'd say, call up the coach and tell him you want to commit right now and see what he says. Because
you got these dudes who we kind of forgotten about, who no one talks about us, but then NIL hits. And I said this today, it's funny. We didn't only just think about, like, people are talking about what kids got in basketball. Think about the money they get in football.
The interesting part, just to see Michael carrying trays and cleaning up stuff and Black, a.k.a. MJ, this is how we parallel life. There are no free lunches, my brother. To all my young basketball heads out there are no free lunches. So that mentality of having to work in the kitchen and clean up after everybody in the camp in order to help pay your way through 5-star, that mentality lasts with you. So I appreciate that little lesson. You know?
I appreciate it, but I also I would be remiss if I didn't include a number of other folks that have been doing this long before me.
You know, I've been on your live and I've seen some New York basketball icons and New York basketball royalty on it. So it was only right that we had this opportunity to connect and talk about it.
That's right.
Welcome to High School Basketball Weekly, Season 2.
With your host, Brian Reichert.
Glenn Pooh Harding.
The leap you feel you've made from your freshman and sophomore year.
Hey, man, Boogie, great game. Tonight, I think you really separated yourself from everybody. 3,000 people in attendance. What did Coach tell you today, to start the game off?
Go out there and be you. Be Boogie fan. Don't let back. Don't have no regrets at the game. Be who you are. And that's what I did.
Talk about this Terriers start to this first quarter because they're on a roll right now.
They jumped all over Christ team, all right, without a doubt. You called it last night.
I want to give a quick shout out to that man right there, Mr. Basketball Heads, Glenn Pooh Harding, a very knowledgeable basketball insider who covers mainly city basketball, but was is out here in Long Island. He could have been actually out at the PSCL semifinals this afternoon at Queens College, but decided to come here to watch the Long Island Championships. And he's
Y'all ready?
Yes. You have just stepped out into the world of